I'm Ayn Bernos. I'm a content creator, an entrepreneur, and this is my life at home. So a lot of people know me as a content creator, but some people don't know that I'm actually also an entrepreneur, and I started out selling t-shirts. I started this, Morena The Label, in 2018. So this is really all about my advocacy, which is to represent Morenas and also empower Morenas to embrace and be proud of our skin. Ako actually yung nag-design na to in 2018 because obviously as a solo entrepreneur, I had to do everything myself. I wanted something very minimalist but also very nakaka-statement talaga. So this is what I came up with. This is Morena or other designs. I like my tan, tita. So the goal of Morena The Label is to celebrate morena or sun-kissed skin and challenge colorism in the Philippines. I think it's so important to embrace and love your own color because this is something that we are born with. But more than that, it's something that really symbolizes our history, our background, our culture. That's why for me, it's so important to always be vocal about this because it's such a big part of who we are and who we can be as Filipinos. A lot of businesses were definitely affected by the pandemic and we're definitely not immune to that. So ngayon, we're doing better. We have in-house staff. I'm really happy as well that we get to do pop-up booths and we get to see our community and customers in the flesh. So naka-recover naman, thankfully, and still doing great. The biggest dream that I have for Morena The Label is to grow it into an advocacy-centered nonprofit. Kasi even though it is my business, I have Kayu Beauty, which is our makeup brand. So yun talaga yung gusto namin gawin so that we can contribute to colorism research and empower more Filipinos to enjoy and love their skin tone. Where we are right now is where I usually do my makeup before I do any of my videos, but also retouching lang before we do some more work. The usual step-by-step process go with makeup. For me, it's so important to do skin prep and then I'll do my base para syempre, di ba, kailangan match na match sa morena skin natin. I like to play around with all the different colors. Sometimes I do crazy looks, but like today, ano lang, medyo casual lang. This is what I usually go for. Our brand is Kayu Beauty. This is our first line, yung lipsticks muna yung una namin ginawa. And it was actually formed by me and my friends. We're all content creators. We love beauty. And we wanted to create something that really had Filipino beauty in mind. So, ang inisip namin before, like for example, we have 6 shades right now. We want to be able to give morenas that security that no matter what they get, it will fit them. Kasi bagay sa lahat ng morena yung shades na pinili namin. It's matte, it's not sticky, but at the same time, it's not drying. What I would tell people whenever they ask me for makeup advice is don't be afraid to embrace your complexion. If you are morena, if you're chinita, embrace your color, embrace your undertones, and emphasize that. Like really, really celebrate what you are, and it will show. Once I started learning how to color match, how to bronze, how to focus on the warmth of my skin tone, that's when I really appreciated makeup and I realized na, oh my gosh, like I can really look good as a morena and enjoy what I am and what I look like. This is my filming station. This is where the magic happens. For my YouTube filming, ang meron lang talaga ako is this tripod. So I put it there. I have my trusty camera. This was my first and only upgrade since 2016. And then I arrange it depending on kung anong gusto kong vibe for the video. Usually ganyan lang siya. And then I'll adjust my table for the height para sakto kami ng camera ko. And I pretty much just talk to myself in the camera. And over the years, I really learned how to parang communicate to my audience. So parang feeling ko, lagi akong my friend na kausap whenever I'm vlogging. So this is how I do it. All my sit-down videos, ito na yung setup ko. I want to focus on self-development. So that's why I want to produce evergreen content na even years from now, people will still find useful. I honestly just want to allow people to see who I am as a person and allow people to see that I'm a work in progress just like everybody else. I hope they can see na I'm just trying, I'm also just learning in the process, and I'm growing along as I create whatever I create online. Aside from being a content creator, I'm also a podcaster. I have a podcast called Camp Confidence Radio, and this is something that I co-host with one of my best friends, Madam Riza Lana Sebastian. If magpo-podcast ako, I would have my mic here, tapos we meet every Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Tapos, we just record using Audacity. We really built a community with our madams. That's what we call them. It's like our weekly chikahan with one of my close friends. We talk about self-development, entrepreneurship. We talk about the ins and outs of our businesses. I think with podcasting, it's a little more in-depth than video creation. Kasi with podcasting, it really focuses on the content, on the story. Plus, another thing is that I get to learn from other people, from my co-hosts, and then we also learn from our guests. We also learn from the stories of our community. So after a very, very busy day of filming, podcasting, I really love to take my time, wind down, grab a can or a bottle of wine, and read. This is my alone time. This is the time where I don't do anything related to work and simply be myself. Reading has been a hobby of mine ever since I was in first grade. So currently, ang binabasa ko is a book by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And super galing niya na author. So I'm really excited to get into this book. It's called Maybe in Another Life. Basically, it talks about how her decisions play out. So there are two different storylines in one book. So I'm really excited to get to the end of this and really see kung anong mangyayari in another life. I love to work, you know? Tapos ito yung parang signal ko to my body and to myself na, okay guys, it's time to celebrate. It's time to start the fun. I need to be able to just enjoy my book. Alam mo yun, like, do not disturb ako sa phone. I will just read. I will just relax. I'll drink a can or a bottle of wine. So, important yun sa akin because what is life without a little bit of that, right? My love language is gifts, giving gifts. I just love doing that. So now I'm here to prepare some gifts for my friends and family. Okay, so let's start. I feel like it's number one, very universal. A lot of people, especially my friends and family, they love wine, and it's something that you can never really run out of. And I think it's symbolic of what relaxation is like. And that's what I want them to feel when they get these gifts from me. So first, we are wrapping the bottle. So these are the unwinds. So ito yung favorite kong flavor, sweet red. I'm a red girly, but for those of my other friends and family, we also have Cabernet Merlot. I'm also giving away white Moscato. Pero yung white Moscato, I'm gonna give it to my friend, Say. Actually, she was the one who introduced me to the whole wine situation, no? Kasi ganun talaga bonding namin. And then the Cabernet Merlot, I have a friend who is a Sagittarius, so ibig sabihin mag-birthday na siya this Christmas season. So I'm getting this as a celebration present. Tapos, we have one more bottle here. This one naman, sweet red wine. Actually, low-key wanna keep it for myself, but I think my manager Yish might appreciate it, so we'll wrap that up for her. So ito yung sweet red wine going to Yish. We've been working together for almost 2 years now, and this is my sign to Yish to start the fun. Wines are such a good way to celebrate. I don't think any celebration is complete without wine, and it's just so fun because it really makes people more relaxed. So these are the bottles that I'm giving out. There we go. Tapos ito naman, we are also, this one, I really love the idea of gifting the Woomera cans. So this is a box of 4, and it comes in red sweet wine and white Moscato. I love this because wine on the go. If you guys have friends who are wine lovers like I am, I'm sure they will appreciate this 4-pack because it's something that they can just grab and go. Let me tell you about Woomera wines. This is from Australia, authentic Australian wine, but it's crafted for the Filipino palates. And it's something that we can pair really well with Filipino food. It's so good, especially ngayong Pasko, and we're gonna have so many celebrations. I really hope you guys can try it out because I'm giving them to my friends and family because I know they'll love it. All right, guys, I'm done wrapping the gifts. I think I'm ready to go. This is something that I learned in the last few years. I realized that the best way that I can sustain a good lifestyle, be my best self, is to relax. I think the misconception is that taking time for yourself is a luxury, but it's something that we all deserve and that we all need. If we want to have a more intentional and more calm life, it's something that you need to make space for. We need to carve time for ourselves and really give ourselves the space that we need to simply be human.